a couple weeks ago I said on the live show that I had coming up a demonstration how to make a 2-layer and a 3-layer strap. It's super easy, and it's kind of an alternative if you're using thicker fabrics such as cork leather or vinyl. Perhaps 4 layers is a little bit too thick for your strap, and you're not sure how to handle that to get a thinner strap. So Danny's going to flip to the overhead camera. So our traditional method for making straps is kind of like double fold bias tape. So pressing wrong sides together in half, pressing toward the crease on top and bottom, and then folding it back in half. So that's how we get the 4 layers. If you're using, like I mentioned, cork leather or vinyl, sometimes those 4 layers are just too thick. So in this particular demonstration, we're working with a 1-inch wide strap. Obviously, if you need a different width, you can slightly alter the thickness. So for a 2-layer 1-inch wide finish strap, I cut my piece to 2 inches wide. And then for a 3-layer 1-inch wide strap, I cut my piece to 3 inches wide. So 2 inches, 3 inches. So for a 2-inch strap, we're just finger pressing the fabrics wrong sides together. However, sometimes just the 2 layers is a little bit not as sturdy or stable to hold up what you need a strap to hold up for. So you can either use a layer of twill tape or a grosgrain ribbon. I'm going to be using twill tape here. And you want the twill tape or ribbon to be less wide than your finished strap, just so that it's not showing on the outer edges when you finish the strap. So I'm using twill tape that's 3/4 of an inch wide for my 1-inch wide strap. I drew a line straight down the middle, and you can either just go ahead and pin this in place, or if you feel more comfortable, you can use some washable fabric glue to glue it in place first. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it basically right down the center, so there's a little bit of margin on either side. And I'm just going to do this quickly. I'm using a Fons & Porter fabric glue marker for this. And so what the twill tape will do, because the twill tape doesn't stretch, so as you're using the strap and the weight of the bag is on your shoulder, the strap won't stretch having this on the inside. So what I'm going to do is grab my Wonder Clips and just go ahead and pin this wrong sides together in half. This method is really just good for fabrics that you can cut and leave raw, such as cork leather or vinyl. You can either leave it raw, or you can finish the edges after top stitching with something, either a seam sealant, Giardini paints, you can paint the edges, or you can use edge coat to paint the edges. I have 2 separate videos which I've linked to in the description, one on Giardini paints and one on edge coat, in case you'd like to see what those options look like. But if you'd like to leave it raw, you can do that as well. So for the 3-layer strap, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to draw a line that's 1 inch away from one of the long edges. And I'm going to use that line as a placement for folding, because instead of 2 layers for the strap, we're going to have 3 layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge that's furthest away from the line and then bring it up to meet the line. You can either use the fabric glue to hold this layer down, or you can just use Wonder Clips to temporarily hold it down. So I'm just going to use Wonder Clips just so you can see a different option than using the fabric glue. And then this opposite edge, I'm just going to bring it directly on top so that it creates the 3 layers. And since I have those Wonder Clips over there, I'm just going to go ahead and move each Wonder Clip one at a time so it's directly on top. Okay, and then you'll just take this over to your sewing machine and top stitch both of the long edges. By the way, I wanted to mention when using those paints, if you didn't want to coat the whole entire edge, you could certainly paint the edge that will be showing, especially on the 3-layer strap, just because this is a finished edge. If you wanted to paint the edge first before you complete this process, you could do that. Just make sure that it's completely dry. before you proceed with the finger pressing and the stitching. But this is a great way to have less substantial straps if you're using a different substrate like cork or leather. Okay, so as you can see, easy peasy to have different amounts of layers in your finished strap. Let me know in the comments what you prefer as far as layers, how many layers you're usually using. For me, I'm most often just making my straps with quilting cotton, so 4 layers it is for me, 4 layers plus the Shapeflex interfacing in between. But once in a while I do like to change it up with a cork strap, and I often like that 2-layer strap for, I guess, the simplicity of it.